When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and a sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
Helo, noswaith dda a chroeso I bawb sydd yn ymuno ni ar-lein a phawb sydd gyda ni yma yn stafelloedd pageant ym Mhenath. Welcome everyone to Lleswyl 2026, our 5th Lleswyl Festival. Now tonight Lleswyl is all about celebrating 5 years of Daring to Dream's work in making spaces to talk and spaces to sing in support of the emotional health of all adults living with illness in Wales. And we've had a fabulous start to the show, haven't we? Absolutely wonderful. I'm Sian Lloyd, and with me tonight are my co-hosts, Toomey Williams and Jason Harold.
Good evening. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Thanks, Sian. As Sian just mentioned, I'm Toomey Williams, noswaith dda I bawb. Good evening, everyone. Now, nearly half of adults in Wales live with illness, and too many of them miss out on live music, events, and connection with others because of their illness. Lleswyl, Daring to Dream's Wellbeing Festival, is Wales's only true inclusive wellbeing festival. Live this evening for all of those online, here in person, and always on demand if you ever want to watch it in future. Thank you.
And I'm Jason Harold, croeso and noswaith dda. And what a way to open Lleswyl 2026 with the Cwmbran Deaf Choir signing our very own arrangement of the classic You'll Never Walk Alone. They were absolute favourites in our Lleswyl 2025 lineup last year, so thank you so much, diolch yn fawr. Tonight, our evening is a powerful mix of great music and conversation, something for everybody really, with an incredible lineup as we go back through the years, and we have added in 2 live acts in Naomi Sian and Lili Young, Ffion Parry and Lili Richard.
Also tonight, in Lleswyl 2026, we'll have a great night of music and conversation, bring people together, as we are now, here in the room and online, and really talk about the emotional impact of illness by sharing stories from patients, families, carers, clinicians, some in person and some on video. We'd like to shine a light on 5 years of Daring to Dream. Daring to Dream spaces to talk and spaces to sing. And looking forward, discover the place of robotics in emotional health. Here Together, the charity single, been released on the 1st of March, as a new way to share our message and raise understanding of and the support of emotional health.
So tonight we are streaming live to YouTube, Lleswyl 2026, on Facebook and onto Innovate Trust's Insight app. Our manned social media tonight is all on Instagram, so if you want to get in and join the party, Daring to Dream 5, at Daring to Dream 5. Do please engage on there. And you can be along with us here this evening. But before we get into hearing the story behind Lleswyl, having opened with one of our favourite tracks from last year, Lleswyl 2025, let's play a favourite from 2020 and introduce you once again to Anna Corcoran, who's a fabulous singer and songwriter from Formby. Her version of Alleluia. Anna performed this on Zoom on New Year's Eve 2020 when, if you remember and cast your minds back, we'd all gone into another lockdown.
Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and he pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? When it goes like this, the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but it needed proof. I saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. Tied you to the kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from her lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew ya. But it's not a cry that you hear at night, it's not someone who's seen the light, it's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
That was absolutely beautiful,
Powerful.
wasn't it? Stunning.
That's right.
Yes.
Fantastic.
It was. It really was.
Well, it's time, everyone, for me to welcome Barbara. And for those of you who don't know, Barbara Chidgey is the founder and chair of Daring to Dream, the emotional health charity. And Barbara, we absolutely loved hearing Anna there. And I'm sure it takes you back, obviously, a number of years to 2020. Tell us about that online event that really started everything off.
Well, if we all remember, we had been promised by the politicians that we'd have Christmas. And it didn't happen, did it? Because about 4 days beforehand, wham, it was shut. And I think we were all fed up. And I was just searching for an idea because we were committed to making over one of the rooms in critical care at UHW. Partly something to give me something to do and, you know, be a bit of fun, but also something that could be a fundraiser. And between Christmas Day and New Year's Eve, we actually we built a global festival. We opened with professional musicians from Australia, family friends. We moved across the UK. Anna is my second cousin. And other cousins took part. And other people, professional contacts, musicians took part. We had about 50 people. One of Nav's colleagues was online all the way through. And we had a choir of the critical care choir. They took part. And do you know, we had a group of my neighbours from Adventurers Quay. And wouldn't it be great to just see a little bit of them on the video?
Yes.
I shall leave you.
I live in a place called Adventurers Quay in Cardiff Bay. And we're now going to hand you over to the neighbours. Carl and Jane are going to sing actually a hymn that's really relevant to the whole theme of daring to dream and where we are with emotional and spiritual challenges. Roxanne is going to play one of our dad's favourite tracks, Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. Then Carl and Jane are going to play another hymn. So I'm handing over to the neighbours. Over to you, Carl and Jane.
When peace like a river attendeth my way, or when sorrows like sea billows roll.
Roxanne.
Hey. My favourite song of all time. I love it.
Fantastic.
What wonderful memories. Takes you back, Barbara, I know, and what a lot of talent we saw there in that short film. Well, Jason is with some of our guests this evening. He's made his way into the audience now, and I think you're with some familiar faces from that film, Jason.
Yes, Roxanne is here. Hello, Roxanne. Hello, how are you?
Oh, I wasn't warned about this.
No, me neither. We'll wing this together. That was wonderful to see you playing that wonderful tune there. But looking back to 2020 it was, wasn't it? And we were all shut down, locked down. But how do you think Daring to Dream has developed with Lleswyl in those 5 years, in your point of view?
Oh, my goodness. Well, just look around. Just look around at the number of people here at the event that's going on. And we've been to Barbara's fundraising balls. And it's it's grown immensely, and the evidence is here in the room.
Well, it's wonderful that you've been here since the start of it. So there you are, one of your early adopters. Barbara, back to you on the stage.
Where do you want us to go next then, Sean?
Well, Barbara, it's the 5th Lleswyl, and I cannot believe, really, that this is piloting a hybrid event. We're not even piloting, we're doing it for real folks tonight.
I can't believe it either. But don't you think it proves we are daring to dream?
I absolutely do. We are daring to dream this evening, which of course is not just the ambition, not just the aim, it is actually what you're achieving, Barbara, and what the charity is achieving, because you've got some amazing supporters behind you as well, haven't you?
It's very much about growing a community, and we're going to keep coming back to that night. It's not about me. You know, the fact we have a room full tonight and we have hundreds online, and we will have many more in the future years, clocking on demand. Many, many people who are poorly like to dip in and out of stuff like this online when they've got the energy.
Absolutely. And I think, as you can see, we're going to be setting up for some live music now. So it's all happening. And this is the wonderful thing about tonight, Barbara, because we're able to draw in guests from the audience this evening who'll be sharing their stories with us, which are obviously pertinent to everything that's happening with the charity and with the spaces to talk, spaces to sing. So do you think it's time for some music now?
I definitely do. And may I say, Naomi? Naomi is Carl and Jane's daughter.
So let's hear from our talented musicians this evening. Over to you.
It's a great segue. Thank you very much. Well, as you just heard, it's Naomi. I'd like to introduce one of our very live, talented musicians tonight, Naomi Sian, and she'll be singing Shut Up and Dance.
Please enjoy. Oh, don't you dare look back, just get your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, oh, shut up and dance with me. Oh, we were victims of the night. Chemical, physical, kryptonite. Helpless to the base and the saving light. I knew we were born to be together. Born to be together. Took my arm. I don't know how it happened. She took the floor and she said, oh, won't you dare look back. Just get your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Her backless dress, centimeter skis. My discotheque, Juliet, teenage dream. Out of my chest as she looked at me. I knew we were born to be together. Born to be together. She took my arm. I don't know how it happened. She took the floor and she said, won't you dare look back. Just get your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, oh, shut up and dance with me. Deep in her eyes, I think I see a future. I realize this is my last test. She took my heart. I don't know how it happened. She took the floor and she said, ooh, 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 ooh. Shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Thank you.
Fantastic stuff. That was, incredibly, our first ever live Lleswyl performance. Let's hear it for Naomi Sian. And I know that Naomi would have seen on the short video there, but her mum and dad were actually featured in the Winter Festival of 2020. But there will be more live music from Naomi later at Lleswyl 2026. Sian, back to you.
Thank you, Jace, and thank you, Naomi. That was absolutely fantastic. We absolutely loved it. Barbara, I'm going to come back to you now, though, just to get I think a few more key messages in terms of tonight. Emotional health, it's so important to focus on that for people living with long-term illness. And that's what Daring to Dream does. So it would be fantastic just to hear an overview from you about those aims, just at this stage as we get things started.
Lovely. Thank you, Sian. And yes, really important. Back in the autumn, we did a small rebrand and have now named ourselves Daring to Dream, the emotional health charity. We wanted to specify the difference between emotional and mental health. Emotional health is really quite simple. Stuff happens to us in life, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we respond to it emotionally. And that applies to illness also. And we get tremendous clinical care that sorts out our bodies, hopefully, but often there isn't time or it's missed that we give people the space to talk about the feelings that illness has thrown up for them. And the emotional stuff can be a real roller coaster. And for those of us, there's 1.2 million of us living with at least one long-standing illness, the roller coaster continues. There isn't an end. There are good times, there are not so good times. So actually talking is really important. So we're all about encouraging talking. And as a charity, what we do is deliver, hopefully, spaces to talk in ward areas of hospitals, and we are developing really quite well now spaces to sing in hospitals, because music, as we all know here tonight, gives us just such a boost. And imagine being long-term in hospital, actually having live musicians coming in is amazing.
That's all very clear. Thanks, Barbara. I wonder, how does Lleswyl sit within your activities?
That's a really good question to me, because Lleswyl is the charity's own space to talk about emotional health and how if you talk about your feelings, you can live better with illness. Because we want people to live a good life. You know, lots of people, their life is shaped or shortened by illness, but they can still live a really good life. And having good emotional health is one of the enablers of that. So Lleswyl is about us making our whole mission and our work visible, and at the same time, we are providing quality music, really quality music, for people across Wales who are too poorly to get out to live gigs. And often, of course, as we all know, if you're living with illness, your finances are not too brilliant either. So you've also got the cost of live gigs, which makes it impossible to get to. And we just want to encourage people to enjoy music, and that also will be an ongoing thread.
Thanks, Barbara. You've had great fun over the years, leading the curation of artists for Lleswyl, reaching out to a number of people, myself included, for ideas and introductions, and if you had to pick your absolute favourite.
It must be Toomey. It must be Toomey.
Well, that's what I thought it was.
I'm really sorry, Toomey. I'm going to pick a favourite from 2021. And yes, Afro Cluster, we're in the lineup. But I'm actually going to go for Clive Jackson, the Doctor and the Medics, and Spirit in the Sky. Because whatever age you are, you know Spirit in the Sky.
Thanks.
Hard luck, Toomey.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And before we play our next song, and I think you might guess what it is, I want to dedicate it to Daring to Dream. And thank you to Barbara and everyone for having us along to this wonderful online festival event. I hope many of you have joined in, and I hope you're enjoying yourselves and feeling good about yourselves, because that's what the charity is all about. And please, if you don't know the work they do, get online, look it up, and follow it and support it, please. So this song is dedicated to all those beautiful people and all the people who've tuned in to watch us and are watching this now. This, of course, is Spirit in the Sky.
Sian, may I just come in and say, and they're not a one-hit wonder, they actually had 2 top hits. And they're on our YouTube channel, Daring to Dream 5. Log on at any time, do listen.
And it was a really good choice, Barbara, wasn't it? Fantastic. Well done. Now, everyone, we're thrilled to be joined by one of a number of very special guests we're going to have appear on the stage tonight. And it's Dr. Sian Rees, who's here with us now. Thank you so much for being here, Sian. I believe that you are one of Daring to Dream's advisors, and that's an important job in itself.
Barbara asks me things from time to time, and I try and answer them as best I can, not always successfully.
Well, I know she's absolutely delighted to have you on board, as is everybody. But you're here this evening really to share your illness journey, and thank you so much for being here to tell your personal story, Sian.
Well, I haven't done this before. I'm normally the one asking the questions. So my journey started in April 24, and it's still ongoing, really. And I don't know where or when it will end. So I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. I had not 1 but 3 tumours, and of course was very clever enough to have 3 different types of breast cancer. Who knew? I thought there was just 1, I learnt a lot. Plus in the lymph nodes on the left side. So I had 6 biopsies to diagnose all of that. And that was then followed by 6 rounds of chemotherapy. They were hoping to shrink them all to such an extent that nothing further would be needed. So I call this my phase 1 of the whole thing. So that was followed by surgery, where they took all the nasty stuff out. However, when they examined it, the bits they'd taken out, they found that there was still disease left in 6 of the 14 lymph nodes. So that was a huge shock, because then I had to go into phase 2, which meant 14 further rounds of chemotherapy. So treatment every 3 weeks. So that literally finished in January, just gone, a couple of weeks ago. So I feel like I should be moving into phase 3 now, which I'm hoping is a bit more upbeat and will be as one of the excellent courses that are put on. That's called Moving Forward. So I'm hoping that I'll be in that phase. But just to give you an idea of what's involved with all of this, I went through all of my medical notes yesterday, a file that is some 3 or 4 inches thick. And it took me a year to actually sort through all of that documentation. I couldn't cope with it until really quite recently. And what I discovered was that I've had 22 blood tests, 16 radiotherapy sessions, 13 scans, 32 consultations, 17 injections, 22 cannulations, and I think 25 like physio type sessions. So all in all, that's nearly 150 appointments. So I worked it out over the time period. That's 2 to 3 appointments a week. So that was a huge demand, as you can imagine, on me. But now I'm moving into the 3rd phase. It's really about managing the side effects. And, a lot of people say, well, it's great, isn't it? The chemo's finished. But actually, your body's been through, in my case, 20 rounds, I can't count anymore, 20 rounds of chemo. And it's affected my memory, my levels of resistance to infections. I've had lots of infections very recently. And so I feel, my body's at quite a low ebb right now. So that's a bit, so talking about emotions, that's a bit of I'm cross about that, because I was hoping that, once the last one was over, suddenly a magic wand would wave and I'd be suddenly fine. And of course, overall, apart from the surgery, I probably feel worse than I did, at the beginning.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us this evening. We all absolutely appreciate it. There really is nothing so powerful as hearing your story from you and what's happening. And of course, we're wishing you all the very best. And it's great to have you here. You've been through so much. the list there goes on, the number of different appointments and treatments. And would you say that it's almost relentless? It's something that's taken over your diary, which I'm sure a lot of people who are going through similar treatments will absolutely feel the same, and that will resonate very powerfully with them.
Yeah, it certainly is relentless. But in terms of your emotional reaction, it varies throughout the whole journey. So if I had one reflection, the first 6 months probably, because the physical trauma is so intense, you're basically, and with the chemo as well, surgery, chemo, you're literally surviving from day to day because the physical impact of all those things is so great. And what I found was that my emotional development, if you like, in dealing with all of this was probably 6 months behind. And so suddenly I found that in sort of March 25, after I'd had the surgery and had recovered, that then suddenly I was able to come up with questions to ask the experts. And some of them were a bit cross sometimes because they sort of felt they told me all that already. But obviously I hadn't taken it in properly. And so that's a huge reflection for me, that the emotional journey is often, for me at any rate, completely out of sync with the physical journey. And, I think in the beginning I was in a lot of shock and disbelief, as you can imagine, and quite blank, really. And then that was interspersed with times of being very angry, because this all happened at a time when I was literally about to start a whole new phase of work, and I had to sort of abandon everything pretty much for 6 months, like literally everything. And of course that had a financial impact, as Barbara was saying. But as time's gone on, then I've found, different ways to cope with things.
And I mean, through all of this, Sian, and you did that long list of treatments, blood tests, cannulations, not to mention the surgery, and all the physio and everything else afterwards. But actually, you also have an important role in supporting your mum and your aunt, And how have you managed? You said all of this was taking over your diary, totally relentless. How have you managed as well to be supportive to your mum and your aunt?
Well, it's a truism, isn't it? Real life carries on. I literally just had to fit things around the appointment. So you said relentless, Sian. So it was literally, on some weeks I had 5 medical appointments, But my mother, I must say, she was 91 yesterday, and I cannot say that she's a drain on me whatsoever. So she's quite remarkable. I just make sure she does interesting things, and I do her shopping. But my aunt has been, we've had to rehome her into residential care, and that has been, I think some members of my family and I think, not to be flippant, but I think we have some PTSD from it, to be honest with you, because the stress of dealing with somebody who's still alive and having to make micro decisions about literally all the minutiae of their life as you're trying to help her transition from one phase to another. So, you said how I've reached out to, I've been one of those really irritating people who literally, once I hear that something's on offer, I'll go and ask for it. Physiotherapy. Who knew there's a gym at the breast clinic in Llandoch Hospital? I didn't know that before. I've had one-to-one sessions with physios up in that gym, helping me with my arm and my shoulder. I've had reflexology people come to see me on the ward when I've been having my chemo, only because I saw a leaflet somewhere. Nobody told me about some of these things, but so I just found out. There's counselling services at Velindre, and through them then that opens the door to a whole host of other things. There's a creative writing workshop, and I have to mention Maggie's. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Maggie's. There's a most astonishing class. It's called restorative yoga. So I like the restorative part more than the yoga part. And my mother would often say to me, she stopped saying it now, you're doing too much, you're doing too much. And I said to her, Mum, literally it's lying down for an hour. So, you know, if you've done any yoga, you'll know that you can do a tree pose standing up with your leg half like that. You know, we literally do that lying down. So I did convince her in the end, but you feel literally restored and renewed after that. So to answer your question, I cope by making time and space to do the things that I found really, really worked. And of course, my friends and family, rallied round. I have to say, all those appointments I went to, the really, really important ones, I never had to go to a single one on my own. And that's because I have the most remarkable friends and family, of course.
Well, so many important things I think that you've shared there, Sian. Thank you. And particularly as well, being a carer at the time when you've been going through what you have been. And the vital role of carers really has been captured in a number of songs and stories from Cwmtaf Morgannwg's regional partnership boards, Hear Our Voices project. Now that was set up to bring together people with lived experiences, professionals and decision makers, ensuring everyone worked together to drive positive changes. I'm delighted to say that Jane Gebby, Chair of Regional Partnership Board and Deputy Leader of Bridgend Council, is here tonight, hiding behind the camera. Jane, give us a wave. Lovely to know that you're here with us this evening amongst the audience. Absolutely great to hear more about that project too, Barbara.
I know, it was an amazing one for us, excuse me, to showcase in two Lleswyls, 2023 and 2024. But the song that came about from all their consultation with those who were carers within Cwmtaf, and the musical composition resulting in Strength Enough resonates significantly. And we produced a film recently to show the emotional impact on carers, because illness doesn't just affect the patient, it affects their family, their carers, and actually the medical carers as well. And so do watch this film. It includes people from Bridgend Carer Centre and two wonderful ladies that Sian met as well at our event in October. And it's utterly powerful. They just say so clearly, it's never enough.
The day is long and heavy, but I won't complain. This isn't what I asked for, but how can I turn away? There's no one else to do it, so it's the only way.
No matter how much you do, you can burn yourself out, but it's never enough. You know that there's always more that you should be able to do, or you feel you should.
We can't always find the words, but there's somewhere inside. Now we do it anyway, 'cause this work is built from love. So give me rest, give me space, give me space.
I found that the emotional impact as a carer is huge. You take on the role and you feel you have no time for yourself.
Always feel like it's mine to run. There's always something tripping me. The time's never enough. What's left over is for me to stop and catch my breath before I have to start it up again. Sometimes thank you's just a look in the eye. We can't always find the words, but there's somewhere inside. Now we do it anyway, 'cause this work is built from love. So give me rest, give me space, give me strength enough.
Being a carer takes up a lot of your time and energy, and this leads to emotional stress and needing help, which at the start of my husband's illness I found very hard to find.
Multiplied by 2. While I look after someone else, I still have to look after myself.
You've got to sit back and say, well, I did the best I could.
because, yeah, it's a never-ending job.
Try my best not to lose myself. Some days barely there. But this is me reaching out as a carer who needs care. Sometimes thank you's just a look in the eye. We can't always find the words, but there's somewhere inside. And I would do it anyway, 'cause this work is built from love. So give me rest.
That's where I needed to be. And if it wasn't for the care centre, often I said, I don't know where I would be today.
Give me space, give me strength enough.
I think a lovely piece there, but very powerful words and very raw emotions we heard. And I know that there are many carers in the room this evening as well with us. Sian, did that resonate with you as you were listening and watching that?
Oh, definitely. I think what I've learned is the importance of asking for help, you know, and not being the one to shoulder too much of it, even if that may be the expectation of others that you do shoulder a lot. So you have to. It's difficult when you're dealing with your own illness, as well as trying to help other members of the family. It's difficult to stand up for yourself and say that actually you're not able to do stuff, especially if you're used to being the one that is able to do stuff, you know. So, and I think that's where friends as well come in, because they've egged me on to say no, and I found that difficult. But anyway, we're at the end of that particular journey, hopefully. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing. Absolutely, we do, and thank you so much for sharing that with us this evening. We so appreciate it.
Thank you, Sian.
Can I say something about Daring to Dream, just briefly? I think where Barbara and colleagues have made a huge difference is in engaging with the medical profession in the various places that you've been to, the various hospitals that you've engaged with. And for me, speaking for myself, I've had to understand the medical, physical context. I found it very difficult at times to get actual answers, what I really wanted to know. And I think the work of this charity in terms of, getting into the place where the clinicians are and starting to have these conversations, I think that's really important.
That's why I've gone grey.
Why have I gone grey then?
Well, thank you both. Absolutely. Should we give them a round of applause? I think it really, really deserves it. Stay where you are for a moment. Stay where you are for a moment, though, ladies. But we wanted to definitely give you your due there. Thank you so much. And I think, everyone, we really did get an insightful understanding now of the emotional impact of an illness on the patient, but also on the family and on their carers as well. Very powerful stuff.
Thank you very much, Sian. And thank you very much, Sian and Barbara. Time for some more music, guys. On stage here with us, we've got Lylia, Ffion and Lili playing their wonderful song, which is called Can't Help Falling in Love. Take it away. Thank you.
Shall I
Big round of applause. Thank you so much. Diolch yn fawr iawn. I guess you would big round of applause to Ffion, Lylia and Lili. Thank you very much. The wonderful musicians from Bridgend College who delivered Daring to Dream's live music and space to sing at the Princess of Wales Hospital.
We've got some more music to play you now from previous Lleswyls. We're going to hear Soul Lotta Funk, which are an amazing South Wales cover band. They're performing from Lleswyl 2023, and they'll be singing a song that I'm sure whether you're in the room or watching on our stream, you will know very well. It's an ABBA classic that spawned a whole movie genre. Then you'll hear from Rusty Shackle, coming home from Lleswyl last year in 2025, and these are followed by the incredible Iwobi and her personal tribute and thanks to the NHS frontline staff. It's called We Won't Forget. And finally, an amazing Welsh folk song from the iconic Aralog. This will give everybody here and maybe you at home a chance to have a bit of a comfort break. Maybe when you hear the first song, you might have a little bit of a dance while you're on the way to that comfort break. But also, it'll give us a chance to chat and just take in what we've been talking about and heard so far, have a bite to eat, and if you're in the room, you can't escape, we'll be selling raffle tickets. So open your hearts, your minds, but chiefly your wallets and your purses, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Enjoy these tunes.
Thank you.
Hello everybody watching, we are Soul Lotta Funk. This next song is going to be a little bit of ABBA.
Down This is a really nice song called Coming Home. We hope you enjoy it.
Straight in front of me there is a road I cannot see. Should I turn left or should I turn right? And there's a signpost warning me of dangers that I cannot see, but dangers are I find my delight. Dangers are I find my delight. Did you miss me like I missed you? Never knew how much until I saw a new moon. But tonight, oh tonight, we're coming home. Coming home. Coming home. Coming home. It's been 2-3 years that we've been traveling now, running from the place we used to roam, wandering through Europe on a ticket with no end, chasing the sun away from home, chasing the sun away from home. Did you miss me like I missed you? Never knew how much until I saw a new moon. But tonight, oh tonight, we're coming home. It's your perfect imperfections in the times we know. The memories they hug me, I don't feel alone. The feelings that we get when we are going home, I feel home. It's your perfect imperfections in the times we know. The memories they hug me, I don't feel alone. The feelings that we get when we are going home, I feel home. And together when the sun is shining down, we're home. And together when the leaves are on the ground, we're home. And together when the rain is pouring down, we're home. I feel home. I feel home. Tonight under a bloodshot moon there's a fork out in the road, and I don't know which way that I should go. One way's telling me to hit the road again and be free, while the other's saying I should stay at home. But I'm older now and I need a bit of both. Did you miss me like I missed you? Never knew how much until I played a new tune. But tonight, oh tonight, oh let the sun shine down on us again. Oh let the sun shine down on us again. Oh let the sun shine down on us again. Oh
Cymru, gad o swyn hen wlad y gan. O mor anodd i'w gwahanu, Cymro pur a Chymru lan. Bwyd yn nodau hiraeth calon, tra rwy'n tario ngwlad y Saes. Mewn atgofion am y goedfron, lle bugynt mor fwy'n dy lais. Cwyd yn nodau hiraeth calon, tra rwy'n tario ngwlad y Saes. Mewn atgofion am y goedfron, lle bugynt mor fwy'n dy lais.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the pageant rooms here in Penarth for Lleswyl 2026. And those tracks, absolutely amazing, weren't they? Soul Lot of Funk, Rusty Shackle, beautiful tribute by Iwobi to frontline NHS staff that she composed, especially during the pandemic, and a great Welsh folk track from Arlog. And did you know, just as a reminder, and I know that Barbara alluded to it earlier on, but all the recordings over the years of Lleswyl are available on Daring to Dream's YouTube channel at Daring to Dream Wales. So please, if you've not yet done so, do subscribe. Do listen, and if you're, here's a good idea, an activities coordinator in a hospital or a care home, please use them for any musical afternoons or musical interludes for those that you're looking after, because we've already talked about how wonderful the power of music can be.
Thank you, Jace. Now, a huge croeso welcome to Dr. Nav Masani, consultant cardiologist at University Hospital of Wales, and also trustee and clinical lead for Daring to Dream. Nav, thank you for joining us this evening. Throughout this section of Lleswyl, we're highlighting the charity's spaces to talk and spaces to sing. Nav, could you tell us about these rooms on ward areas and tell us why they are really important and valued by patients, their families, and their staff?
Well, thanks for having me here again, and thanks for asking me the question. Really, the idea came out of conversations between a number of patients and others involved around the environment that we were looking after people in hospital. And patients and carers really were being affected, sometimes in a negative way, by the environment we were in, whether it's the lack of privacy, the clinical nature of the environment we're in, NHS-type hospitals and rooms, and that was having sometimes a more lasting impact on their health and well-being than the actual illness that they were suffering. And that was being relayed back to us, particularly in patients who had a condition which meant that they were frequent visitors to us or recurring visitors to us. Also, their families were being affected. So, lack of a space for the family to have some privacy, perhaps when we were giving bad news or difficult news, or when we were discussing very serious issues. And we weren't really able to do that in a way that accounted for their emotional well-being, and in turn that affected their decision-making. So really a very harsh environment for people to grapple with big issues, sometimes retain the information. And so we wanted to soften that approach, make it more human, make it kinder, and allow us to take care of more than just the sort of clinical scientific elements of their care.
Thank you very much. And obviously, we'd like to introduce at this point Dr. Louise Evans.
So Louise Evans is a consultant clinical psychologist at the University Hospital Wales in nephrology and transplant, and that's kidney disease and those patients who need dialysis or transplantation. And the charity has made over their quiet room, that's B5 ward at UHW, a little while ago, making it a more comfortable room for time out, spaces to talk, think, breathe, away from the bedside. And just as Louise describes here in the video, how that room is used.
For families, when there are difficult things going on, sometimes the ward area is not appropriate for them to sit and think about things. And people don't want to get emotional in front of other people all the time. So it's nice to be able to retreat to a different space. But it is about treating people as humans. They're not just bodies. They've got feelings and thoughts and families to consider. So to go to somewhere that feels comforting and containing is really nice.
And Nav, what about those important points of those spaces, and also, about the rooms where you can remember the person and not just the patient?
No, it's exactly that. And we've heard almost everyone we've told this story to has got some sort of experience like this, and they've recognised that, and it's resonated with them. And it may be that they were the patient, or they were the carer, or they were the health professional. And so just by changing the nature of the room, emphasising that this is a space that's not a clinical space, it's a space to express their emotions, often through talking, but often just with a little bit of solitude or a peace, or a bit of physical contact with their family. So, patients with kidney disease, dialysis and transplantation, there's a long-term conditions in which these emotional factors have enormous impact. But to be fair, we found that in cardiology, my specialty, renal disease, care of the elderly, surgery, wherever we've gone actually. Obviously, we've heard about the impact on cancer patients and cancer survivors. So, that factor where the brain simply can't process everything that you're faced with, and you might just remember one or two key facts. If that key fact is that there's mold on the walls, or the lino is peeling, or you've got an elderly patient like 2 feet away from you and you can't hear yourself think, then that's what will have lasting impact. And some of our early experiences with patients, we knew that we couldn't have a meaningful talk with them. And in my case, that was some notable patients, and when we were talking about cardiac transplantation.
Yeah, and it just takes away all that medical paraphernalia, if you like, just to, as you say, just to have a room away from that.
Exactly that. And so that really meant that we had to try and find a way of repurposing existing rooms in ageing sort of in NHS infrastructure. And so that's what we've been trying to do. And we've done a lot of rooms. And it started off in one department in one hospital, and now it's in many, many departments in many hospitals. And it feels like everywhere we go, we get positive feedback about the impact of that.
It's great. Nav, thank you.
I'm just blown away. Thank you, Nav. Thank you for sharing all that important information. We're going to stop there, if I may. And at this point, I'll take a moment to welcome back Naomi Sian, who will always be our first ever live performer at Lleswyl.
You witnessed that tonight. You saw that.
Please, a warm welcome. She sings Yellow. Thank you. Thanks, Nav. Thank you. Yeah.
No pressure then. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And all the things you do. Yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things you do, and it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. You know I love you so. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you. Oh, what a thing to do. 'Cause you were all yellow. I drew a line, I drew a line for you. Oh, what a thing to do. It was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. You know, for you I bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself. It's true. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. It's true. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for. I came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things you do, and it was called Yellow.
Naomi, thank you. That was fabulous. Thank you so much. We look forward to hearing from you again later. Now you know why we picked Naomi to be our first live act at our first live Lleswyl. So it just makes you wonder if Lleswyl 2027, and be warned, it will happen, will there be any bands who are watching and thinking, yeah, we want to play that next year? You're more than welcome. Get in touch. Amy Hubbuck is with us now, so welcome, Amy. Thank you so much for joining us. Amy is the mental health lead at Hidden Strength, the first app in the UK, I think I'm right in saying, to offer free chat-based therapy and mental health to 13 to 24-year-olds across the UK. Amy's originally from Ebervale, and she herself has spent almost half of her life attending hospital appointments, managing non-visible chronic illnesses and disabilities, and is now using her voice, which I promise, let you hear in a minute, to talk more about the reality of her conditions whilst highlighting the importance of community and shared experiences. Amy, it seems like you must have many experiences of being an outpatient. What are your personal insights about these spaces that we've been talking about and the environments that you found yourself in for clinical appointments? Now, do those places and environments where you've been, do they enable or hinder you to talk openly about any concerns that you've had, like Nav's just been pointing out?
Thanks for having me, first and foremost. I've had roughly around 200 appointments across my lifespan, and I'm 31. I say that like I'm a fossil.
200?
Yeah. Some kind of celebration pending, I hope. And I've had the bingo board of all experiences, positive and negative, but what I find is those environments really do hinder your ability to let your guard down and have those conversations. I think they almost come across as transactional. And for someone who has a multitude of long-standing illnesses, you already feel a bit of a burden, and you carry a lot of that weight with you, and you know you're going into those environments looking for answers, looking for clarity. There's never been opportunities where you bring emotion into that, and because you have this sense of feeling a burden, you don't really want to add to that and add to clinicians' plates. And let's be honest, we know how marvellous and incredible the NHS is, but there are people overworked, and you take that on board whether you realise or not, and you almost want to make their job as easy as possible, but needing to bring yourself and your needs into that too.
Sure. Do you feel you leave appointments then with unanswered questions?
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like, when you have an argument with someone and then it finishes and you're like, I wish I could have said that. That's the only way I can really compare it.
Yeah. Now, what does Amy, talking about there, does it resonate with you that this is part of how you have understood that the right kind of spaces for talking are just so important?
Yeah, it's precisely that, and I'm not sure I can express it any better than Amy has done already. So, but it was hearing that kind of message from a number of extraordinary people who weren't my patients at that time, but hearing that and talking to them afterwards, and that influenced the way we were thinking. But then what we found that it doesn't really matter too much if you then have to go back into that clinical environment. It's difficult to change the way you're thinking in that busy, stressful clinical environment, especially where the clinician have to get the treatment right in the first place. So there's a clinical emphasis, and it's very difficult to then switch the focus to the emotional and the well-being and the other important elements of it. And so, yeah, that inhibition that the environment creates is a two-way thing.
Sure.
And so, you think differently if you're talking to someone in their living room than if you're in a ward or a clinical office. So if you can recreate something of the living room in the hospital bit, that's what resonates.
Yeah,
and I hope it works.
So, yeah, thank you, Nav. Amy, are you aware of the spaces that Daring to Dream's setting up, doing it one by one? But do you really think that they'll create a better environment so that the clinical staff, they will adopt, I suppose, an approach that is probably more holistic and not just, as Nav was explaining, just total clinical speak?
Yeah. Absolutely, I'm aware of what Daring to Dream are achieving, and it's incredible. And of course, you have to be optimistic. These are spaces that 10-year-old, 15-year-old, 21-year-old, or even 30-year-old me would have absolutely loved. So of course, we'll remain optimistic, but we've got to think of the bigger picture. A quirky quote and a lick of plain isn't gonna achieve that outcome immediately. We have to have that collaboration and that sense of community, and really put the unity in community, and both sides work together in order to make that happen.
I love that, unity and community. That's fantastic. Great strapline. Hey, tell us more about Hidden Strengths, because it seems that you yourself are creating spaces to talk, but not as with people like Nav and the clinical teams, not face-to-face. Yours are virtual, am I right?
Yeah, so obviously living and growing up in Ebervale, geographically isolating, and we just wanted to create accessible spaces and communities for young people. And it's not just for those that are suffering with any form of illnesses or diagnosis. It's the ripple effect of that. It's the siblings, it's loved ones, it's family members, just having that space that they can talk. And I always say mental health picks up the pieces of emotional health. So if we're able to perfect and finesse the spaces for emotional health to thrive, then there wouldn't really need to be a need to have kind of the mental health side come in. So yeah, that's what I do.
Fabulous.
Amazing, important work. Thanks, Amy. Nav and Amy, this question is directed to both of you. Thank you both so far. You seem to both saying, from your different perspectives, the importance of talking about feelings and, how, critical the first step to help out adjust ourselves to illnesses and to cope well with it as well, which is, pretty important. Now, time for some music. Lleswyl has always included community choirs in groups, Samba Galez being one of those, a community percussion, and a samba group based in Cardiff. Here they are with Galez Balata from Lleswyl 2024. I absolutely love Samba Galez. I'm going to try and join the band, I think, at some point.
You should do music. I think you'd be quite good at it.
I think with those outfits, I would, yeah, definitely love the t-shirts and the outfits. So if any of you would like to check them out at some point, or live near Cardiff, you can have a look at and check them out online on their Richard Dreams page, obviously. They love playing festivals and rehearse Saturday mornings. Little bit of an insight. We can now, join them. Anyway, we now welcome Louise. Hello. Thank you for joining us as we talk about how important spaces such as Daring to Dreams, spaces to talk, are for so many different types of conversations.
Yes, Anna, welcome. People know you, I'm sure, because, if you don't mind us talking about this, because of the dreadful tragedy that struck your family December 2015, you as a family were walking home from a lovely time out. Both Stuart, your husband, and Fraser, your little boy, they were hit by a car. I'm sure a lot of people remember that. But within days, and this is days, you set up Believe Organ Donor Support following the passing of your husband Stu and son Fraser Bear, and their organs and their tissues were actually donated. They went on to save 4 lives, I know, but I'm sure there are a few of us that can imagine such a huge loss watching or in the room, and the courage that you've shown and how you responded. We've been chatting about rooms that are spaces to talk in ward areas and how important they are, and one reason surely is because there have to be conversations, I guess, about organ donation, and so soon after the tragedy happened. But perhaps you can tell us a bit about how having the best spaces can help those tough conversations that you yourself had to go through on 2 occasions, really.
Yes, well, I always said I was blessed, and I don't think that was the way forward, but I'd actually, first of all, for my sins, I used to be a lawyer. So I'd been trained and I understood what brainstem death was. I also had given blood just 3 weeks before and therefore understood the processes and the questions that were going to be put to me. And finally, I'd had a conversation with the family about what our decision would be if that situation was to arise. So therefore, when I was presented with the question, I was kind of 3 up on, I would say, what anyone else would be faced with. Because sadly, as Naz will say, most organ donations are from a tragic incident like a road traffic incident. So you don't want to be having those conversations for the first time when you're faced with it. But secondly, you don't want to be having those conversations in front of the medics, etc., who are also trying desperately to save your loved ones. And so to have that space and to have that room and to have that SNOD, as we call them, specialist nurse and organ donation, to be with you is of utmost importance. And yes, those conversations, again, another difficult one to be having, but one that we should all hopefully have with our loved ones so that you can save them having to face that conversation for the first time.
I guess it is something that probably some of us would shy away from or say it's taboo, but Nav, you and your colleagues, they've had conversations, you and them, about transplantation, which involve donors, of course. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the patient, their family, and how you as a team, the clinical team, find a space to talk really helps you?
Yeah, once again, I can't really put it more powerfully than you did in terms of what it feels like in terms of trying to grapple with the huge issues of an organ donor. Although I have been involved in those conversations on intensive care units, inevitably. But at the outset of Daring to Dream, it was the opposite end of the transplant story. The initial experience was with a patient who would need a cardiac transplant in order to survive. There was a young man, well known to the charity, called Hussein Amiri, and we had the initial difficult conversation with him about whether or not, as he was deteriorating, whether or not he would want to have a heart transplant. And we had that conversation with myself and him and his brother, Hamid, all sitting on his bed on the ward, just a few feet away from the next patient with the curtain drawn around. And what was striking was that even though he had an awful lot to live for and he's an amazing young man, he decided against at that time. Later on, he changed his decision, and through conversations with Hamid, who went on to write a book and a play called The Boy with Two Hearts, we reflected on the fact that the environment that we were in, once again, had a massive negative impact on Hussein. Hussein never got his transplant, and he died some years ago. But it was those sort of powerful examples. And those are extreme examples, but it takes extraordinary people and extreme examples to start a movement or a charity and make it stick. So it's exactly that kind of experience that had that impact.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you, Nav, and thank you, Anna, for sharing. So we're going to take a pause for music break. More music. Up next, we've got Casi and the Sinfonia Cymru as they perform Shallow Water from Lleswyl 2024, a beautiful and haunting track from Casi. Enjoy.
Avani di te
Lovely stuff. Excellent. Yes. It's like Casi knew that we wanted her to do that little bit more at the end there. She is amazing, isn't she? Thank you so much to Casi and to Sinfonia Cymru, who have contributed and supported 3 times to Lleswyl over the years. Turning back to you, Anna, who is still with us. Tragically, you've had even more experience of hospital conversations as your second husband, Zach, became increasingly poorly. And I wonder if you'd like to tell us a bit about this, please, if it's not too much trouble. Because, again, it was that need to literally have that space to talk.
Yes, I think... as I was explaining earlier with Stu and Fraser, it was such a tragic incident that I was in complete shock. Sadly, Zach had been ill for some time and his health was deteriorating quite badly. And we were in the Heath together and we were around, I think it was about a year before he passed away, and he was on a ward of 10 people. And the palliative care doctor came to see me, which when the moment you mentioned the P word, everybody is in a blind panic, pardon the pun. And we obviously drew the silencing curtains around the bed, as we were saying, because that's what they do. And we had to listen but not really comprehend, and then they left. And then obviously you remove those curtains and you're in a room of 10 other people listening to your conversations. And sadly, this had such a knock-on effect for us, for our relationship. He therefore then decided that I was the person to just speak to the medics. I got really cross with him during this whole period, and it was only after when I was speaking to Barbara that I suddenly realised how much pain he must have been in to see me in so much pain and dealing with this further tragic loss, potentially. And what I wouldn't have given for a room, to be honest, for him and I to have had that. And when it came to the point where we were having the hospice conversations, he didn't want to be part of that. And I remember being with the medics and us looking for a room for them to find, to discuss this with me on my own. Within this, to then go and report back to the man that didn't want to know what was going on, but then really did want to know, but he only wanted to know it from me. So, yes, if we'd had that room, I think everything would have made everything just that little bit more comfortable. I'm grateful that he agreed with my decision for him to go to a hospice. So we did have that privacy at the end. And that time gave me and the children time to be there. But yes, this is why these rooms are so important for both sides of it. And I cannot say more to do with what Barbara has done and achieved. And it just needs to be continued. Really does.
I'm sure the room will echo that. Anna, thanks to you and to Fraser Bear. And again, we offer to you and to Elizabeth, your daughter, who I know was going to be here with you tonight, but we offer our sincere condolences and deep appreciation of the courage you've shown and the compassion and the determination. Nav, thank you as always for your openness as well. I think you've made us think a lot more about just some of the tough conversations that may well be taking place in, well, any of Daring to Dream's spaces to talk right now. So thank you both.
So we've been very, very serious for a few moments now, and rightfully so. These conversations in hospitals really are that. that serious. So we'll try and lift the mood a little bit with inner voices singing Crazy for Love from Lleswyl 2025.
One, two, three, four.
Crazy love can do. Crazy love can do. Crazy love, crazy what love can do. Crazy what love can do. Crazy what love. Wrap me up in diamonds, cover me in gold. Nothing they could buy me could make my heart whole. Giving up on romance, then I found you. Ain't it crazy what love can do? Crazy what love can do. Can someone tell me what is happening to me? You're my oxygen, now I can finally breathe. Didn't care for anyone, so there was you. Ain't it crazy what love can do? Crazy what love can do. Da 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 do da, dum dum da da do da, da 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 do da, dum dum da da do da, da 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 do da, dum dum da da do da. Crazy what love can do. Crazy what love can do.
Nothing they can buy me made my heart whole.
I was lonely, lonely, then I found you. Ain't it crazy what love can do? Crazy what love can do.
I don't ever wanna close my eyes, 'cause this feeling's like paradise. Never felt like this in my whole life. Ain't it crazy what love can do? Can someone tell me what is happening to me? You're my oxygen, now I can finally breathe.
So there was you. Ain't it crazy what love can do? Crazy what love.
Crazy what love.
Crazy what love.
Crazy what love. Happening to
You're
me.
my oxygen, now I can finally breathe.
Didn't care for anyone until there was you.
Ain't it crazy what love can do? Crazy what love can do.
Well, that got our toes tapping in the room, didn't it? And it was lovely to hear. We're going to welcome our next guest now, and that's Gaynor Lewis. And of course, always lovely to chat with you as well, Nav. So it's nice to be back up here. Gaynor is one of Daring to Dream's advisory network and has been involved a lot in the charities work at the Princess of Wales Hospital in Bridgend. So Gaynor, tell us a little bit about that project and of course which patients particularly that you're supporting with that one.
Okay, and it's lovely to be here again with you both and Tuli. In actual fact, it's been about supporting more of the elderly patients, both within the care for elderly as well as the dementia wards. So this project has really been twofold. Firstly, it's about creating space to talk on the now acute care for the elderly ward. But secondly, it's about providing regular spaces to sing in both the ward areas as well as, the dementia and the elderly care. So my role has been more providing operational support, very similar to Dr. Sian Rees, in giving that backing to Barbara and the projects that she's involved in. But also, I was really proud and privileged to attend the first initial session of music that the musicians played for us at Princess of Wales. And it was really, truly a privilege to have first-hand experience and witness the true impact that had, the smiles it brought to faces, and literally that joy that it brought.
Oh, well, it's absolutely great to hear that. We're going to hear a little bit more from you in a moment, Gaynor. But we've got a brief clip now coming up, which is of Catherine Theron, who was recently moved from being head of nursing acute at Princess of Wales to become head of nursing at Velindre. And Catherine's going to be describing really clearly, I think, in this clip, the needs of the elderly in the hospital environment and just why having that space to talk really benefits them.
The care of the elderly patients, they come in with a multitude of conditions, and our aim is to prevent them from deconditioning, to be able to get back to their own homes, to be doing what they normally do. With our elderly patients, they decondition within 24 hours, and they often retract into themselves because they have a bed and a chair. They don't have a lounge. They don't have somewhere they can go and sit and watch TV. They're not really able to use devices often. So it's really important to create space for them to go and be. And this is what the work that we've been doing with Daring to Dream is to create day rooms where they can go and be with their families, be with their relatives and watch TV, do activities, listen to music that isn't by our hospital bed.
And now I'd like to bring you in because that was so eloquent and we all got that, didn't we? That expression and how important it is. Have you got anything that you'd like to add at this stage?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's moving away from the initial concept of Daring to Dream and developing that sense of other things that we could do to support patients' emotional health and in turn their sort of participation and activation in their own health and well-being and their recovery. So especially for an older person, a physical illness absolutely drains people and it takes an awful long to recover and you need a lot of motivation in order to do so. And I think there's good evidence to suggest that there are certain things outside of the clinical environment that help that. There's nature, and we know that nature has a big part to play. Exercise and fresh air if it's possible, but of course it isn't always possible. Music, without a doubt. It's not just the joy of music, it's the movement of the body. The activation of the mind, the social aspects of music that bring people together. And we know that those are crucial in terms of recovery, or at least maintaining what health you can, because we haven't yet cured time and aging in themselves. We're working on that, though.
Well, that's good to hear you are working on that. It's a big one.
You seem to be doing all right.
Thanks, Nav. Super interested in hearing the important work you're doing at Princess of Wales. We're going to take another music break, if you guys don't mind. Here's band Pres Llareggub with Clover from Lleswyl 2024.
Passa glas ni down. What's her name? Did I die? See the flag. We just a black in dark. Can't give you one higgin' bar. I can't go back. Died Danny, Danny now. Everything on and see them drown. Van
Well, too, it was really good to get that music in, I think, wasn't it? We didn't want to miss that one out. Absolutely fantastic. And thank you to Band Praise Llareggub and, of course, Edie Crawford. Absolutely amazing. Well, everyone, Gaynor is still here. And Gaynor, of course, we're at Lleswyl. Lots of music. That's what we love having in this festival. It's such an important part of it. But Daring to Dream's Space to Sing at Princess of Wales Hospital, after the pilot, that's been running for about a year now, hasn't it? Tell us a little bit about what impact then that you've seen following that. You know, what do you notice in the patients, their families, and perhaps even the staff response would be great to hear as well.
Okay, absolutely. And it's crazy to think that the year has gone so quickly. It's simply incredible to see the smiles on people's faces, on the patients and their families, and how they engage with the music, singing. I think like we've done this evening, toes are tapping, almost chair dancing, or is it called air dancing? But, you know, really engaging and getting involved and thoroughly enjoying the live music that Ffion, Lylia and Lili have been providing. Basically, I guess it's uplifting for everyone, and that includes the hospital staff, where it's almost provided some light relief.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we've enjoyed having Naomi Sian here as well, and the girls all ready to go. But thank you so much, Gaynor, for those thoughts, because I know that Daring to Dream has also piloted a different, Space to Sing, and that was during, 2025, wasn't it, at UHW, the Heath, as many of us call it. Now, so that was for patients who were looked after in the cardiac and nephrology departments, and were standalone workshops within which the participants could come along when they felt well enough, and get to grips with a specific song at one time. One of them, I understand, that they really got stuck into was Callum Scott's You Are the Reason. I have to say, I had the privilege of working with Callum Scott last year. Absolutely fantastic. And we are here now to welcome back Lilia, Ffion and Lili, who are ready to perform for us. So I'm going to hand over to you, and we're so looking forward to hearing it.
Goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now. There goes my mind racing, 'cause you are the reason that I'm still bleeding. Now and climb every mountain, swim every ocean, just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to shaking, and you are the reason my heart keeps bleeding. I need you now. If I could turn back the clock and make sure the light defeats the dark, and spend every hour and every day keeping you safe, and climb every mountain, and swim every ocean, just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see.
Whoa.
Absolutely love that. Diolch yn fawr iawn, diolch eto. Absolutely love it. Did you guys enjoy that?
Oh, fantastic, wasn't it? Absolutely, what a treat. Thank you.
Mesmerising harmonies, I'll say. You guys are the charity's musicians, aren't you, that at Princess of Wales? Yeah, that sing to the elderly and uplift their spirits. Yeah, thank you so much.
They are
You're
the
amazing.
ones.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we can actually show you now the charity's project at Princess of Wales Hospital. So let's take a look at this film.
It's great to be back in Princess of Wales Hospital again. It's 2 to 3 years since the matron of the Care for the Elderly wards here first contacted Daring to Dream. Her hope was that Daring to Dream would help them establish 2 day rooms, much needed by their elderly patients, many of whom can end in hospital for quite a number of weeks. And actually the need for a room away from the bedside, a place just to kind of hang out in, and not a patient in a bed.
Like the sweet song of the choir, the light my morning sky, we burn in love.
This lovely day room offers the ability for more friendly, relaxed conversations. If you have a quiet space that doesn't feel like it is part of a clinical environment, just uplifts the mood. It is also offers a place where you can explore discharge planning and some difficult conversations in a private space.
I think it's a really lovely environment for staff to get to know patients on a personal level, and they're not just a patient. But I think that this space gives them the opportunity where it's private, it's a space from the ward, and I think this gives patients that little bit of space to think there's more to life than me being unwell right now, and I've got a future and I can get home and back to it.
Some of the key support we've had is from the Lions Club at Bridgend, who have been utterly supportive with the Space to Talk, the Day Room project, as well as the musical project. And we've had some lovely creative support from Bridgend Camera Club, who have provided us amazing photographs so that a patient sitting there with their family will go, look at that picture of my Steg Town Hall. Do you remember when we were there? So it's evoking the memories, starting conversations, and they will make people smile. And then alongside that, we have been able to get up and running our spaces to sing, our live music.
There's some horrible diseases in the world, but this one, just to listen to some music brings so much happiness to them. It's amazing. You don't even have to ask sometimes. You can just tell by their faces and the way that they move, even if it's just with their hand. Some just tap, they smile, they reminisce, and it's just amazing how they just feel really happy when the music is playing.
We need the local community and businesses to engage with our work here at Princess of Wales and help us make the live music afternoons sustainable. That regular music is essential.
The value of music within the hospital, it cannot be understated. People who have been long stays in hospital disengaged because it's a daily routine, and then they have music and they light up, and it is just honestly the best feeling. It's had patients and staff in tears at the reactions we've seen.
The only way this can continue is with the funding of Daring to Dream and its sponsors, and for us to use and utilise this beautiful day room to its full advantage.
Do get in touch with us at Daring to Dream. There's a contact form, so you've only got to go to daringtodream.wales.
Oh, fantastic. Wasn't that wonderful to see? It really brought it all to life, Gaynor, didn't it? And fantastic to see all the smiles, and particularly lovely to see the response from the staff as well.
Mm-hmm. I think that really brought it to life for everyone. I wasn't fibbing about the air dancing either, was I? Okay. It's really inspirational, and I feel proud to support Barbara and Daring to Dream on their quest, really, to improve emotional well-being and our understanding of it. And it's clear, I think, to see the impact this has had from that video. It couldn't have had any better.
No, it really did the job. But we've got one final question for you at this stage before we let you go and relax and get back to your glass of wine, Gaynor. I mean, it was lovely to hear in the film, wasn't it, with the support of the Lions Club of Bridgend, the Camera Club as well, but you've had other support.
Absolutely. And really must start by saying thank you to the staff at Princess of Wales Hospital, because ultimately they had to deal with a lot of operational challenges since we began the project. And yet between us all, you know, we've really kept the faith and it's come to fruition. So we've been thrilled, literally, with the support from Bridgend College, who, you know, really have helped in developing our team of musicians, you've seen here this evening, as well as from Moondance, the foundation. And we've been delighted to have the support, really, from Sarah Murphy, who is the local member of the Senedd, and ongoing support from Jane Gebby, thank you, as the chair of, yes, she's here this evening. Chair of the Regional Partnership Board and Deputy Leader of Bridgend Council. Diolch yn fawr, thank you very much. So really that just leaves me to say as well, just a huge thank you to everyone who's been involved in the project. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
It's really important, isn't it, to say thank you. I feel that you can never really say thank you enough, and you've done a great job. Gaynor, thank you for being with us this evening. And, well, it's always lovely to chat with you. And Nav as well, of course. We're coming to the final part of this middle section, but it would be great to have some further thoughts from you, because I think really this has brought the charities spaces to talk and spaces to sing to life for absolutely everyone, and really to get that insight. How would you like to conclude this section of the evening?
I think, to be honest, it's an inspiration, and it validates the thoughts and the concepts that we've been striving for. I don't think anyone else has reached out into these spaces in the way that Daring to Dream has. And frankly, you know, as a doctor in the NHS, it's just not possible for the NHS to be able to do this. I mean, it has to be additionality. And I hope that everyone feels the sort of power and the inspiration that I do just from seeing the clips, hearing from everyone here. And obviously that in itself turns to support one way or another. Ultimately, we're a charity, and we can't do it without financial support. And we're also grateful to you guys up on stage, Sean, Tumi, Jason, who've given us unbelievable support.
Oh, we love it, don't we, Tumi? We absolutely love it.
Yeah, and we're not going to pay you.
We don't do much at all. We don't have the hard job at all. Thank you, Nav and Gaynor.
I'll echo that. Thank you so much, Nav and Gaynor. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that's contributed to this section. A bit more music again. We're now going to play En Family Coyote, Bryony Sier, and the Pet Shop Boys, actually. They're a tribute band. We'll be back on the stage for our final section in 15 minutes. See you soon. Thank you.
Bente feleko ye Bente feleko Bente feleko na unna Bente feleko
stranger. I didn't know where I belong. But then you brought me out of the darkness. Now you're healing this broken Though I tend to overthink the simplest things, yet still your love pours out. Your love pours out. When I was empty, felt so lonely. Somehow you chose me. You have plans. I used to wonder how you could use me when I could hardly bring myself to stand. And even if I stumble, you are there, Lord, to comfort me. And even if I tremble, you calm the waters. If we believe, if we believe, if we
This next song is for all of those who don't fit in, who follow their instincts and are told they sin.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But I spent so many nights just thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. Go on now, girl, walk out the door, just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with a goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, that I will survive. I will survive.
When I look back upon my life, it's always with a sense of shame. I've always been the one to blame. For everything I long to do, no matter when or where or who, has one thing in common too. It's a sin. It's a sin. Everything I've ever done, everything I ever do, every place I've ever been, everywhere I'm going to, it's a sin. At school they taught me how to be so pure in thought and word and deed. They didn't quite succeed. For everything I long to do, no matter when or where or who, has one thing in common too. It's a sin. It's a sin. Everything I've ever done, everything I ever do, every place I've ever been, everywhere I'm going to, it's a sin. Father, forgive me. I tried not to do it. Turned over a new leaf, then tore right through it. Whatever you taught me, I didn't believe it. Father, you fought me, 'cause I didn't care, and I still don't understand. So I look back upon my life, forever with a sense of shame. I've always been the one to blame. For everything I long to do, no matter when or where or who, has one thing in common too. It's a sin. It's a sin. Everything I've ever done, everything I ever do, every place I've ever been, everywhere I'm going to, it's a sin.
Come on now, girl, just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to crush me with goodbye and you got rumble? Did you think I'd learn how to die? Oh, no, I will survive. For as long as I don't have a love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got my life to live, I've got all my love to give. I'll survive, I'll survive, I'll survive, I'll survive.
It's a sin. It's a sin. I will survive. I will survive. Amen. Amen.
Well, we are back here at the pageant rooms in Penarth for Lleswyl 2026. The crowd still in good spirits? Well, some of them anyway, without any prompting. It's great to have a live audience with us. The first time we've done this at Lleswyl, so let's hope it's the first of many. And some great tracks that you heard there from the Fandy Pet Shop Boys, actually, and Bryony Sier. An incredible selection of artists over the 4 years of Lleswyl, and tonight we can't possibly showcase them all, but we've loved reprising so many of them. However, you can, just to remind you, access all of the recordings over the years of Lleswyl on Daring to Dream's YouTube channel, the address at Daring to Dream Wales. Please, if you've not yet done so, subscribe, listen, enjoy. And if you are one of those activities coordinators in a hospital or care home, please use them for a musical afternoon for the people that you're looking after. You won't regret it. Now, I was sitting off stage when you were doing your bit earlier. If anybody heard that clang, it was Sian dropping a name there of Callum Scott. It was very audible over there, I tell you.
I'm not a name dropper, you know that, Jace. Just now and again. Just a quick reminder for you, actually, before we move on. You'll have noticed the ear defenders on your tables. Please feel free to use those if you'd like to. And we'd like to say a huge thank you at this moment to Alex Keegi and her company, Neurologic, for providing them this evening. So, Alex, thank you, Keegi. Sorry, Alex Keegi. I got that out wrong. My apologies. So they're there just to be used if you wish to.
Yes, if you don't want to hear anybody drop any more names of showbiz people. So let's have another musical break. One of our viewers' favourite community choirs, it was Choirs for Good, Abergavenny, and their musical director is Alicia Stark. So let's listen to their fantastic mashup. You get 2 for the price of 1 now with Fix You and Sit Down.
When you get what you want, but not what you need.
some point I'll come to ask you about how you're getting on.
And as you can see, we've again got a new guest. We welcome Dr. Yixin Chu and her colleague Hao-Lin Wei, who is in the audience, part of Eureka Robotics Centre, and that's a part of Cardiff Metropolitan University's Cardiff School of Technologies. Can I borrow your teeth? It's one of the UK's leading research centres in robotics, specialising in social and service humanoid robots and AI. It partners with national and international collaborators across industry, higher education and the public sector, including organisations in Malaysia, Europe, Pakistan, Indonesia, China and India. Closer to home, the centre has developed 7 Toku zones, designated areas where robots can be tested and developed in public environments throughout Wales and throughout Asia, actually. The centre's also been recognised by the Digital Technology Cluster, the DTC. It's part of the UK government as one of 11 specialist centres in the UK, equipped with cutting-edge facilities that enable collaboration between industry and academia, and has been listed as a leading research centre where long-term care robotics research and development take place. The centre offers training, consultancy and a range of robotic services to organisations worldwide, in particular hospitals, something very close to what we're talking about tonight, care homes, as well as universities. And we have a few friends with us on stage as well.
We do, and we're looking forward to hearing all about them. So Yixin, welcome. Croeso, it's lovely to meet you and your friends that you've brought with you as well. So it's the Eureka robot.
Yes.
And I know you're going to introduce the robot to us shortly, but the work sounds really important. It was great to hear from Jace all about it and really to be able to introduce the project properly. Jace, you're going to have to put that down for a moment now. It is very, very distracting, isn't it?
Of me or the dog?
Both of you.
Sit.
Well, at least he's listening to Jace, or she.
Yes.
Yixin, tell us about the work. Tell us how you came across Daring to Dream, what the collaboration is, how you work together.
Thank you so much. It's our pleasure to be here tonight and to be part of Lleswyl 2026. I think I knew Barbara through her daughter, Sarah somewhere here. Yeah, thank you so much for the wonderful connections. So Barbara visited our lab last year, and since then, we shared the same vision of how to make our beloved healthcare colleagues, patients and family smile. And we share the same rejoicing in hope mission to make the spaces to talk or to sing wonderful with or without AI or robots. We hope that we can share that together. Yeah. May I start introduce the robot Eureka and show you what they can do? I asked my colleague, Dr. Yang, to help me to operate. So we have deployed over 24 robots like this
Create dance to create your own dance steps.
In hospitals, in care home. Disclaimer, not to replace nurses, carers at all, but to assist them to remove some repetitive, painful jobs and release them to the real care. So one of the things is we use this robot in hospital, care home for playing music, to dance. And some elderly homes, they dance like a ballroom dance with this robot. And a care home that we work with, Durfin Manor in Caerphilly, they only have 2 program coordinators. So they use this for program coordinating in the care home. Maybe you can play songs for them.
If your children are under 3 years old, for safety, please let them play with your...
Oh.
You can stop this by pressing the head.
Oh! Hey, he likes you, Sean. Hey, he likes you. Yes, I bet you will.
So definitely this robot cannot replace carer or dancer, singer.
That's my new friend.
But it is there for companion. There is a projector behind, so to project songs and videos for patient education, for patient enhancement. We also use robots in ICU for companion, for patients' family who couldn't meet them in person, so that they can play the family videos or songs to remind, just like another walking Zoom or walking phone. We also use robots for reminding patients like breathing exercise pre or post surgery. And some nurses that work with us, they play with robots after work hour, so to release the tension. So they dance with the robots, they talk to the robots. So I think that's, let me show you a very short video that illustrates the robots working in the care home and hospital. Yeah.
So this is the project that we started with Cardiff Med University. At the same time, with other partners as well. And it's been very helpful, especially, I think it's not only Malaysia, everywhere, shortage of nurses. So sometimes we don't get enough nurses, where we actually hire the locum to come in. So they find it very useful for the locum, they don't have to do this because they can use the robot to do the orientation. So that would help the nurses a lot, because even the locum, they would be able to complete the task. So you can see the robot is actually wandering around in the ward. Here. So we have done the mapping in the ward, and by voice command, you can actually mobilize the TAMI to any locations within the ward. As long as you have done the floor mapping, and by using the voice command, the nurses do not have to push the robot to somewhere. And so they just have to use the voice command to go to room 603, for example, and the robot would be actually mobilized on its own to 603. And we have actually set the sequence where when the patients arrive, when the robot arrived in 603, the robot will be automatically play the sequence accordingly. For example, the initial admission assessment, or to play, to actually remind the patients to do some exercises. So it's actually all programmed. And what the nurse needs to do is just to activate the sequence, and they will be able to play the sequence accordingly. And the amazing thing is, it sounds complex, but all this mapping and customization and sequence is all done by the nurses. So in other words, it's actually a very simplified way of customization and also the setting up. And that's where the nurses like it very much, because they don't have to get someone else to come in and explain to the person, this is what I want. And what the nurses like a lot is I can actually make changes and make new sequence on my own. And it's actually very simple by just going to the TAMI center. So this is what the nurses like most about this robot, because of the easy customizations. Yep, some of the pictures with the interaction, the robot with the nurses, with the patients, and with the family. So we are using it for some of the celebrations, for example, birthday celebrations, and the patient actually very good feedback from the patients, and positive feedback from the nurses as well, and also for the family as well.
Fantastic. Yes, that's worth a round of applause. And I tell you, watching that video, it really just brings it to life, doesn't it? Yes. What? No, you can't present Lleswyl 2027, but thanks for asking. And it's all about how robots can add value emotionally for the patients in the care home. I think that was a cooking robot that we saw there, but it certainly brought smiles to the people in the room, and certainly to us as well. I can't wait to hear more. What about you?
We will be hearing more very, very shortly. But first, let me welcome back Naomi, singing another mashup of all-time favourites. We've got Ring of Fire, Hound Dog, Bye Bye Love, and Jolene, one of my favourites. Over to you, Naomi Sian. Thank you.
Oh, love is a burning thing. It makes the fiery ring, bound by one desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 and the flames, they went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you were high class, that's just a lie. Well, they said you were high class, that's just a lie. Well, you never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. Hello, love, hello, sweet kiss, hello, happiness, I feel like I could fly. Hello, love, hello, sweet kiss, hello, happiness, I feel like I could fly. There goes my baby with someone new. I sure look happy, I sure ain't blue. There goes my baby till I stepped in. Hello to romance that surely been. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you never caught a rabbit, ain't no friend of mine. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 oh please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, flaming locks of auburn hair, and ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Jolene, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my man. Oh, love is a burning thing, it makes the fiery ring. Well, you never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. Hello to romance, Jolene.
Wow.
Yes, lovely stuff. Once again, thank you so much to Naomi Sian, and fantastic to have you with us here tonight at Lleswyl 2026. And now we're going to hand over to Tumi and Howlin, who are in our audience tonight, just on the front row over here. And yes, she was singing about you when she said you ain't nothing but a hound dog. But yeah, okay. I'm glad you were. Yeah, I know. It's all right. Don't take it personally. It's fine. It's okay. Tumi, over to you, because I think you're going to go one better than a dog. You've got a panda out there, haven't you?
Welcome, Howlin, everyone. This is Howlin here, and welcome. Obviously, you've seen the robotic cat, panda, and dog. Yeah, we've loaned them to a few different people in the audience this evening to hold, stroke, and enjoy. I can see some smiley faces as well in the room. Is smiling the usual reaction you see when someone holds a robotic cat?
Yes.
And by stroking them, the cat moves?
Yeah, definitely.
Meows?
Yeah.
Purr as well?
Yeah.
Oh, God, wow. And so on?
Just, listen to him. Yeah. It's like smell to irate people. That robot can make irate people smell, brings the happiness, and people are enjoying it. Yeah.
That's incredible. Incredible to see. It's not something I've ever witnessed in my life before, and I've been sat next to this panda wanting to have a stroke. Just looking around, you've had the cat for a little while now.
I have indeed.
Has it got a name? Yeah. Oh, we've got a name. We've got a name.
So this is Petra. Petra, the special cat from Penarth for Lleswyl 26. And she's saying hello. She's saying good evening to everybody who's tuned in, both here in Penarth and online. And she's a very, very special and important support for not only people who might be needing help, but also their families and people who might be missing pets that they may not be able to cuddle and hold while they're in hospitals or care homes. And of course to have a little cwtch, which is a Welsh phrase for having a cuddle, which is important to all of us. And Petra agrees.
Petra from Penarth, everyone. Not catastrophic after all. A beautiful. Over back to you.
Oh, wonderful to see those smiles and wonderful to see how comfy you look with the new friend, the furry friends. We absolutely love having them with us and we love to have the smiles as well. We can see how relaxed people are, Ishan, when they're holding these robots. So have you got any evidence that that cwtch, as we heard there, does really make a difference to people with long-term illness, to have that interaction and that cwtch?
Oh, yes, definitely. When we place our robots in the care home during COVID and during Christmas caroling, so they were touched, and some of them, the elderly people, they were the conductors. So they would like sing and dance with the robots together, and where their families couldn't meet them 24/7, they have some companions. The nurses, the carers told us they don't have to clean the pool. They don't have to clean the poo-poo of the animals. And so it's relaxing for them. And we brought the animals also to the ICU, intensive care unit, or emergency departments, including pediatrics emergency in Heath Hospital. So I can see the smiling face from the nurses, from the doctors, when they cuddle the robots. Not just in Wales, all over the world, from the global horizons, researchers from US, Japan, Korea, they all evidence, research empirical evidence that the robotics, animals or AI can help in dimensional autistic students, learners, as well as long-term bed-bounded patients. Not to replace the carer or nurses, but as an empowerment tool, a companion to them. I placed a robot beside my father in Malaysia. He has last stage of cancer. He told me, I don't want the robot. I want you to come back. So I go to visit him every 3-4 months in Malaysia. But I can't be with him 24/7. I wish to, really. Sure. But by the robots Tammy that I put beside him, Howling trained me how to use the robot Tammy to see him whenever I want, to play a song for him whenever I want, as a mean of communications between me and my father. So I think that's my personal evidence.
Yeah, and it's been such fun for us to meet the robots this evening, but so powerful to hear what they really mean to patients and mean to your father as well. You know, we really sense that impact, and we've got to understand it this evening. So thank you very much. And I think it will be absolutely fascinating to see really if there are ways that the Eureka Centre and Daring to Dream will continue to work together, really focusing on the support of the emotional health of adults in Wales living with illness. So Dr. Ishan Chu, Howlin Way, and of course your team of robots, thank you so much for being here with us this evening. We've loved meeting them. Jason, you've certainly had some fun.
Made a friend. Been around, made all night.
But the message is, of course, very clear, how powerful they are in terms really of our emotional health. And we do look forward to hearing more as well. Thank you.
All right, then, come on. One more time. Last time, right? And let's bring you one more community choir. We're going to hear the fabulous Warblers, not Barkers. No, Warblers. The choir of Ray of Light Wales Cancer Support as they sing a very apt tune for Lleswyl 2026. Don't worry, be happy.
Oh, yeah, God.
Well, thank you so much to Ray of Light Wales Cancer Support. Absolutely nothing soothes or takes our worries away more, does it?
No. That and robots. Now, we should pause really and say some thank yous. Firstly, to every one of our, well, I'd say sofa guests, but they were chairs, weren't they? Tonight, thank you if you came on stage to share your stories and talk so openly and candidly about what you've been living with and what you've gone through. So thank you. And show our appreciation to them. Thank you very much. Right there.
And a huge, huge thank you to all of you guys in the room tonight in the pageant rooms.
They've all gone home. They've gone
home, but you guys are here. Our first ever hybrid audience. Thank you for your interest, support, and most importantly, your patience.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been a fantastic audience tonight. And of course, thank you to everyone who's tuned in online, either live with us this evening or who will be joining us over the coming year on demand. We hope you have, and for those who have yet to tune in, we hope you will enjoy, and also to know that you are not alone with your illness.
Definitely not. Thank you so much to every one of the organisations who have helped promote Lleswyl tonight. You know who you are, and Daring to Dream will be thanking you fully over the next week and on social media, because your support and your help, it means, well, probably more than you could ever know. So thank you.
And of course, to all the organisations who've supported us or sponsored us in many ways, on behalf of Daring to Dream, thank you. To the Wales Millennium Centre, who walk alongside us, who we have developed Lleswyl, have encouraged us, guided us, and supported us, again, diolch yn fawr iawn.
And to the Eureka Robotics Centre. I'm not going to forget them in a hurry, I can tell you. You've certainly been encouraging us to think differently, supporting us, to be daring to dream in new ways. And on behalf of adults in Wales living with illness, thank you very much for all that you're doing.
Yes, thank you. Well done. Excellent work. Excellent work. I know AI, doesn't it? It gets a lot of bad press sometimes, but that is certainly AI working for good for everybody. Thank you to Innovate Trust. Now, you too have believed in us since year one, and I know tonight some of your members are here in the room. They're with us this evening and not on Zoom like we usually talk to them. So thank you, and I hope that you've enjoyed it enough to come back in 2027.
And to Alex Keggy and Neurologic, let's keep sharing the dreams to ensure our spaces to talk really are truly inclusive.
Yeah, thank you for your donations this evening with those ear defenders on the table, really important. Now, Daring to Dream's work is now spanning 3 health boards, Hywel Dda, Cwmbran Morgannwg and Cardiff and Vale, across different hospital sites. Many clinical teams involved, of course, and Daring to Dream really extends a huge thank you to all of you. Diolch yn fawr iawn I Bwrdd Iechyd Prifysgol Hywel Dda, Bwrdd Iechyd Prifysgol Cwmbran Morgannwg a'r Chaerdydd a'r Fro. As you continually grapple with daily operational challenges, yet you ensure that your patients are cared for, and also you've worked with Daring to Dream to help improve the emotional support on top of that essential clinical care that you provide daily to patients. Felly, diolch yn fawr iawn I chi am cydgweithio ac hefyd am y cefnogaeth.
I keep thinking of Petra from Penarth. If we've missed anyone out, we apologise. But be rest assured, we're still thanking you in our hearts. We do have one very important thank you to add to our list, which will be the segue into our final item of the evening. And to launch Daring to Dream's absolutely wonderful charity single.
But before that, The creator of 5 years of Lleswyl and the opening 2020 Winter Festival on Zoom, all done with lots of advice and encouragement from so many others. Barbara has asked that we include a reprise of Afro Cluster. So, to me, he's going to be in two places at one time.
I think he's pulling your leg.
Yes,
Take it away with On the Up.
On the up right now. Hold on, you gotta believe things can get tough. Stand proud, it will get better, trust me. Cause we on the up right now. Feel the buzz beneath your feet. Always choose love. Cause we on the up. They say fitting, nah, you must be tripping. The fresh lemon ginger tea is what I'm sipping. On the ball like Scottie Pippen. Think I'm not listening closer. Impulse transmitting on the rhythm. Another dose of something different. Life a roller coaster, so start winning. On settles down, it's over. I'm on the wide open, alive and hopeful. Struggles we go through can't be shared. Not dealt with on your own too. Or compared with those fools on your socials. Don't be so cruel to yourself. Nobody knows you better, so settle on good health. Mind, body, and soul too. Success comes with grafting, not measured by wealth. Subjective, can't change the cards we've been dealt. Better choose the path the heart's well to excel. The up right now. Hold on, you gotta believe things can get tough. Stand proud, it will get better, trust me. We on the up right now. Feel the buzz beneath your feet and always choose love. Cause we on the up. Never needed validation, doing our own thing like the JBs and shake up your state with that West African flavor. Mixed with the Celtic blend, my native tongue Yoruba, hard to beat my ends. Over a decade of ripping, next episode commence. Giving 127%, I defend, it's no accident, but attention. Plus we need to pay the rent, son. Keeping it real, family comes first. I ain't saying I'm clean, I done dirt. Come off worse, for my purpose and got hurt. I flipped the script, put the work in, now I'm NMP for certain. Raising my queen to be a scene in the circus. An idea, but that a plan is just a wish. Reverse the curse quick. Then while I'm talking fish, there's a line if you cross it, you see me switch. Trust me, we on the up right now. Feel the buzz beneath your feet. Always choose love. Cause we on the up. Come on. We on the up. So 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 we on the up now. So we on the up.
Yes, thank you to me and Afro Cluster. Thank you. The one you did earlier, it was super. Thank you so much. A heno, hoffwn ddiolch I Ffion, Lili a Lylia. Mae'r adloniant wedi bod yn arbennig. Tonight we'd really love to thank Ffion, Lili and Lilia. I mean, you've worked really hard and we've really enjoyed hearing you all playing live. It's been fantastic. They are literally making our space to sing at Princess of Wales Hospital, not just musically, but with compassion and with humanity and engaging with so many families, patients and the staff as well. So from Daring to Dream, thank you from all of us. Thank you for your support. Ar ran yr elusen a pawb yma heno, diolch yn fawr iawn am popeth. And we really do hope that you're proud of yourselves, as we are, and of course as Bridgend Colleges as well. We've had the wonderful Naomi Sian with us, and we really need to just give you an extra thank you, Lilia. You're on set here with us because you have composed and recorded Daring to Dream's charity single, Here Together, written with care, musicianship, and compassionate understanding that when we live with illness, the emotional impact of it is not often invisible, it's not often understood, is it? People don't always see it. They need everyone else to be here together for them, to hear them, to sing with them. And as Daring to Dream said in a recent event, it's all about the community and it's all about being here together. So to Bridgend College, thank you so much for your support, your generosity, and together with your students, you really are making a huge difference.
Yeah. And before we do anything else, we're going to preview Here Together. The track and the lyrics, read the lyrics, feel and drive to the music. It's truly beautiful and powerful, so enjoy.
Photographs in wooden frames and quiet rooms to say what we need to say. That's our safe space. And even when the words are hard to find, just know that you'll never be left behind. Even on your darkest days, just know that you'll be okay. When the weight of the world is more than a heart can hold, when the road feels unfamiliar and cold, just know we are stood hand in hand. Every voice, every life, we stand together. Even when you're feeling low, I'm the shoulder to cry on. We are standing here side by side, no wall too high, no distance too wide. One life, one heart, we're here together. We're here together. We're here together. Here together. Our hopes and dreams, they're cast aside. Rewrite our worlds and find what's right. The future's still bright. Behind closed doors, we gather so much pain, afraid of what the world will have to say. It's hard to sustain when the weight of the world is more every voice, every life we stand together. Even when you feel it low, I'm your shoulder to cry on. We are standing here side by side. No wall too high, no distance too wide. With one life, one heart, we're here together. We're here together. We're here together. We're here together. Here together. We're here together. We're here together. We're here together.
on, come on! Yes, yes!
And
Lylia, that's just incredible. I just thank you. And also to Ffion and Lili, they were your backing crew for the recording. I know, amazing. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Superb work. And the room loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, we all loved it. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And, you know, Barbara, what does this mean for Daring to Dream?
Well, really, Sian, it's a lot more than we can put into words. Because, as we keep saying, in Wales, there's around 1.2 million of us living with illness, 48% of the adult population. Almost every family, every street, every workplace and community is touched by illness in some way. And much of what we do at Daring to Dream in supporting emotional well-being, it happens behind closed doors, inside hospitals, at bedsides, in private one-to-one conversations, in day rooms, singing live music. The impact of our work is profound for the people who experience it at that time, but often it is invisible to the wider public. And living with illness, we need and want others to hear us and to sing with us, to help us all share the feelings that arise from living with illness. And if more people would do that, then it would help make Daring to Dream's quiet work visible and help each of us to live our hopes and dreams, to live as fully as possible, even when life is shortened or shaped by illness. And just like, there are many lovely people who inspired us in our work. Nav mentioned one earlier, and I would add in Amy Penn and also Leslie Meek, friend of Teresa's. All three of them, people who lived their lives. And Lilia, you've captured it all. Incredible. Thank you.
Thank you.
That track blew me away, Lilia. You kind of saw the response from everyone else in the crowd, didn't you? You did. Any thoughts?
It's really scary posting out a song. This is my first track to be released, period. So, yeah.
Wow.
And it's a lot of hard work has been put into this song, loads of moments of doubt on myself and my abilities. It's been really an emotional journey, really. So it's really important to just just say all these things so that people know what people are going through, and to really shed some light on everything. And it's been really a really good experience doing all that. So thank you for letting me write the song.
Thank you.
Incredibly put.
Yeah,
Thank you, Lynn.
Seriously, as I said to you a few weeks ago, I felt like a really awful teacher with a red pen. When Lilia was sharing an initial draft of lyrics, And yet, all of those conversations and Zoom calls, they're all part of what helped you craft fantastic words that convey exactly what we would have loved you to convey. You've done it. Well done.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Mr. Chown. Did I hear that correctly? So look, I mean, in the coming months, we as a charity will steadily pilot and then launch a campaign called Hear Us, Sing With Us, Our Spaces to Sing campaign. We can't launch it just yet. We need more feet on the ground. We're working on that. Our campaign will bring our hidden emotional world of those of us living with illness into the open in a very gentle and hopeful way. It will be an invitation for communities across Wales to create spaces to talk by singing together in choirs, in schools, in workplaces, community groups, in hospitals and families, and sharing what life with illness really feels like. Daring to Dream's charity single, composed and recorded by Lilia Young, is the first step in that very important campaign. And it is indeed all about communities and coming together to be here together. And Daring to Dream is committed to creating an ever-growing community where everyone is indeed here together.
So well put, Barbara. And that word community has sparked me also to think of all those people who run on behalf of the charity, who may be baking cakes on behalf of Daring to Dream. All of those people and their contributions, of course, so important. So a big thank you to them as well. And really thanks on behalf of the trustees, Barbara, John and Nav. Great to have you up here on the stage as we say our final thank yous. To all of our guests, of course, the evening just could not have happened without them. And a huge thank you to Lylia as well. A cofiwch pawb I lawrlwytho Here Together ar mawrth y cyntaf. Please do download Here Together. Spread the word as well. Let's make the essential work of Daring to Dream now really, really visible, as you were saying, Barbara.
Probably a good way then to end the night. We'll play out one more time with Here Together. Thank you so much for watching wherever you've been and for being here for our first live Lleswyl. I hope we can do it again.
And Jace, Ffion and Lili could lead. Come on, we could join in. We've got the words on the screen. We can do it.
It's over to you
Where
guys now.
Back
You're going to lead us by singing at the end.
Thank you. Good night from all of us here.
Thank you.
Lotta.
Thank you, Jace.
In wooden frames and quiet rooms to say what we need to say. That's our safe space. And even when the words are hard to find, just know that you'll never be left behind. Even on your darkest days, just know that you'll be okay. When the wave of the world is more than a heart can hold, when the road feels unfamiliar and cold, just know we are stood hand in hand. Every voice, every life, we stand together. Even when you're feeling low, I'm the shoulder to cry on. hopes and dreams they're cast aside. Rewrite our worlds and find what's right. The future's still bright. Behind closed doors we gather so much pain, afraid of what the world will have to say. It's hard to sustain when the weight of the world is more than a heart can hold. When the road feels unfamiliar and cold, just know we are stood hand in hand. Every voice, every life, we stand together. Even when you're feeling low, I'm your shoulder to cry on. We are standing here side by side, no wall too high, no distance too wide. We're one life, one heart, we're here together. We're here together. We're here together. Here together. Can you hear us? 'Cause we're breaking down these walls. Can you see us? We don't wanna be ignored. Just sing with us, just sing with us. We don't have to be alone. We stood hand in hand. Every voice, every life, we stand together. Even when you're feeling low, I'm your shoulder to cry on.